Vanderpump Rules star Tom Schwartz is breaking his silence in a new paparazzi interview, denying some of the rumors that have been going on about did he know? Was he used as a pawn to sort of distract from the Tom Sandoval and Raquel Leviss relationship? And what is going on over at Tom Tom and Pump? Did they lose their liquor license? Let me give you an update in regards to Vanderpump Rules and what I'm watching currently in season 2. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So if you missed it, we did have a Vanderpump Rules, our very first only Vanderpump Rules recap this past Thursday. Please forgive me in regards to technical issues because, look, I had stuff going on, but I wanted to make sure that we did it, and you guys showed up and you showed out. As you know, I am doing my own sort of backtrack and watching all the seasons, but Peacock and Bravo dropped a seasons guide in regards to if you want to catch up on Vanderpump Rules, these are the episodes that you need to watch. So part of me wants to just watch those episodes just so I can be quickly caught up, but a lot of you have given me great cliff notes so I don't feel lost in the whole Tom Sandoval, Ariana, Raquel situation. But just in case you wanted a quick guide to get you updated or your boyfriend updated in regards to what is going on in the show. And so far what I've been watching, I'm enjoying. Unlike when I started watching Summer House, I have to say I'm fully engaged. I'm understanding the dynamics of these friendships. I'm literally in season 2. This is when we're introduced to Ariana. And honestly, I get why people love Ariana because she seems so down to earth. She seems so grounded. She seems so unfazed. Although when she called Kristen bipolar and crazy and ugly, I said to myself, well, okay, Ariana. But in comparison to everyone else on the show, I get why people gravitate towards her because she just seems a little bit more grounded, a little bit more real. And Christina, I like Christina too. But as you know, there's been a lot, and look, I haven't been bombarding you guys with every single detail that has been coming out because everybody and their mama has been chiming in, including people that were formerly on the show, like Stassi, Kristen, if you didn't know, we talked a little bit about this during the live recap, is that Kristen Doughty is filming for this new season. Not sure exactly how much she will film, but she was photographed filming with Ariana, apparently. So there's been a lot of speculation on Tom Schwartz and what's going on with Tom Schwartz. As you know by now, first of all, let me just update you on some of the things that we haven't discussed. So as you know, there's a rumor that Scheana Shay, who I don't know how I feel about based off season 2, just saying. Scheana Shay apparently may have punched Raquel Leviss. Raquel has sought and has been granted a temporary restraining order, and there's supposed to be a follow-up date at the end of the month in regards to, is this valid? She also provided photographs of her bruised eye and cut. All right. Well, her friends have come out and they're saying that this bruise is older than what she's saying. We shall see. Scheana has said that they're going to need cages, bodyguards, all kinds of things for the reunion. However, I believe all of that will be in place. I just don't think that Raquel is going to show up for the reunion. Do you? I don't think so, because everyone's going to be against her. This is going to be an interesting reunion if she does show up. So we have the whole Scheana Shay situation. Sheena's attorney is now speaking out and denying that this ever happened in regards to this fight. And they're talking about your credibility right now is not the best. I mean, they have a point. They have a point. As I said to you before, a lot of the former stars of Vanderpump Rules are speaking out and speculating. There's a rumor out there that Tom Schwartz, business partner and best friend to Tom Sandoval, may have been used sort of as a decoy to throw people off the scent of this relationship that apparently has been 6 or 7 months, and there have been signs in front of us. So many signs. I'm not going to go through all the signs with you guys. there are plenty of reports and content creators creating just updates. Well, I'll talk about this one sign because I did do an update on this. So at the Vanderpump Rules premiere this year for this season, they talk about a throuple. The interviewer asks Tom and Tom about a throuple. And Tom Schwartz says, well, that's already happened.
You guys ever did a throuple? Anyone on the cast that you'd want to be part of your throupleness?
Oh man, I don't know. I've never even really thought of that, honestly.
That already happened?
No, dude, no. No.
That was a reference to like season 5.
Yeah. Anyways, oh yeah, Lala?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing great. I mean, yeah, I don't know what else to say.
The way that Tom Sandoval reacts, it's the reaction of someone guilty. And I know, you're probably like, oh, everyone's going overboard with all the signs and symptoms that could. Well, this one was pretty awkward. And it said, I believe Tom Schwartz unintentionally was talking about what this show has been, because they've all had throupling relations on this show. However, it's Tom Sandoval's reaction to me that was sort of like, oh, that's quite telling. So speaking of Tom Schwartz, a lot of rumors are going out there. When did he know? Some of the former cast are saying that he knew at least a month ago. I don't know do we hold him responsible? That's not his relationship. And his best friend is Tom Sandoval. So I don't expect Tom Schwartz to be running to Ariana, he's cheating on you. I don't expect that. Do you expect that of your best friend? If your best friend told you that? I'm being real with you. Would it be great? Or would you be encouraging friend? You need to just end the relationship. But I don't expect Tom Schwartz to come in and break the news. But there's been speculation that Tom Schwartz was used sort of as this decoy to throw everyone off the scent of this relationship. And this is why we see Tom Schwartz and Raquel hook up this season. Well, in a new interview, he's denying that. He's denying all that. But before we even get into that, Schwartz is talking about, and shout out to our friends over at Reality Blurb, they write this, Tom Schwartz claims it wasn't Sheena Shea, but Tom Sandoval who convinced him to kiss Raquel Leviss for the Vanderpump Rules cameras. Just over a week after Sandoval's alleged affair with Raquel was exposed amid claims of Schwartz being used as a decoy to the reported infidelity, an old interview has surfaced in which Schwartz placed blame on Sandoval, and Sandoval admitted he was, quote, he was stalked after the hookup. He says to ET Canada, "I'm guilty by association," Schwartz told them. And this was seen on a March 9th clip. "Oh my God, Sandoval made me do it. I didn't want to do it." He's like, if you don't do it, you're a wussy. He steamrolled me. Although Sandoval didn't like being blamed, he said it was a fun scene to film for the new season. And so people, again, are picking these interviews and they're like, the signs are there. Because when this relationship apparently was happening on camera, apparently Tom Sandoval and Raquel were hooking up. TMZ caught up with Tom Schwartz and finally got an update, a recent conversation with him. And yes, it is 2 minutes of fluff because he's not going to say a lot because he can't, because the cameras are back up and they're documenting all of this. But he says you will find out more in regards to when exactly did Tom Schwartz know? When did he know?
What's going on? Did you know anything about it?
I prefer not to talk about that at the time. I mean, you'll see it play out on the show.
Yeah.
It's such like a cliche thing to say, but
yeah. Did he ever mention anything about her? Like, did you see him hanging out late night? Going out to...
It's fucking complicated.
Yeah.
That's the understatement of the year.
He makes it seem as if it's not what you guys are reading, but I hate to say this, you will find out more during the season. I can't say much now. But what he is denying is the fact that people are saying that he was used as some decoy. He's saying that that's not true. That is not true at all.
Lala and other cast members are saying you kissing her was to like cover up their...
No, that's not true.
So that's not true?
No, unless I was just a pawn in the game. No,
okay, so it just happened. Like it was never...
Well, I don't know how much I want to talk about it. But yeah, anyways.
So I can appreciate him debunking at least one of the rumors. But I wouldn't be surprised, and a lot of you that have been Vanderpump Rules fans for a very long time are saying he definitely knew. He probably knew for months. But I go back to this. Yes, more morals say you should say something, do something. However, do you say or do something if that's your best friend? I always say bring it back to yourself. Would you turn on your best friend and expose his affair? I know a lot of you wouldn't. And at the same time, this is not your relationship. Ariana's not your best friend. I'm just saying, let's be honest, let's be real. Speaking of being real, as I'm doing this watch of Vanderpump Rules, I'm loving it. I'm loving it, but I'm not loving everyone. I'm not loving everyone. I'll talk more about this when we do our Vanderpump Rules recap. But I'm on season 2. Stassi, you are a lot, but you're great TV. Sheena, I'm like every day. It's like a different feeling towards Sheena. Not loving her. Her pick me vibes is not giving me life at all. I'm just like, girl, what happened with the music career, Brittany? What? Just asking. But I'm loving seeing Lisa. I do love the little crossover of Beverly Hills that we sometimes get with Brandy Glanville and, this little awkward dinner that they have. But season 2 is so interesting to watch with everything happening right now because this is the introduction of Ariana and the rumors. Kristen, you were doing too much, but you've been doing too much since season 1. If you do not trust Tom, you should have left Tom. I'm still not at the part at whether or not we find out in this season if Jax and Kristen did sleep together. I know they did sleep together, but so far we haven't found out and confirmed. Stassi believed that the rumors were true and she was really upset. And then we get this little lapse of, it didn't happen when she tried to set him up by texting from Kristen's phone. It's so crazy. This is happening in season 2, and Ariana is denying. She's like, nothing is happening between me and Tom. Nothing's happening. Now we're in Mexico. And look, now we're in Mexico, and these rumors are coming back up because Jax told Stassi that I heard that this happened. He admitted to me. As I said to you before, if you watched it before, it might be worth it for you to go back and watch season 2 because just seeing the development of this relationship, because a lot of you said Ariana never admitted that there was any sort of overlap between Kristen's relationship with Tom and her relationship with Tom. But in a recent conversation, Kristen says that Ariana apologizes to her. That will be interesting to see. What exactly are you apologizing for? What are you maybe some of the hateful things that she said about Kristen, calling her ugly, crazy, and bipolar? Just saying. Well, that's not the only news related because when it rains, it pours when it comes to Lisa Vanderpump and her restaurants and her staff. Well, this is a little different though because WeHo Times, I guess that's what it's called. I don't know what it's called. West Hollywood article came out yesterday that her restaurants, Tom Tom and Pump, had lost their liquor licenses. That's not good. But why? It wasn't because of the Scandoval, but it's because, and this happens with a lot of restaurants. Look, I don't own a restaurant, but I'm very familiar. Having a restaurant is not easy. And the fact that she's had these restaurants for a very long time and they've been open and they've been successful, partially because of the show too, that definitely helps. And her showing up to these locations. But I'm not surprised at this news. So this is what WeHoville.com is reporting. It said Lisa Vanderpump has had the liquor licenses for her popular venues, Pump Lounge and Tom Tom Restaurant, suspended after a routine inspection by the Alcoholic Beverage Control, ABC. I wonder if they came because of all the news. The New York Times is reporting on this whole situation. Oh, sidebar. Even in Tom Schwartz's interview with the paparazzi, he does put in there that this whole situation is really affecting their new business. And I wonder if it's affecting Tom Tom. Pump, I don't think it will affect because it's Vanderpump, but I wonder if it's affecting Tom Tom. They have a 10% stake, both Toms, in this business, but their new restaurant, Schwartz and Sandy's, You know, in his first apology, before apologizing to Ariana, Tom Sandoval wanted people to, go support that business. I'm not the only partner, and we have workers. So reminder, guys, if you are boycotting, you have every right to boycott. However, please understand, you are affecting not just Tom Sandoval, you're affecting their partners and the staff. We don't want them to lose their jobs because now they can't pay their bills. Remember, this is literally a new restaurant that's coming out from the pandemic. They're already trying to get it together. Just saying, I don't got a stake in this fight. So back to this in regards to Pump and Tom Tom. They said the violations included selling alcohol to minors, serving intoxicated patrons. It can't help that they show this stuff on television, because some of the stuff that I'm watching in season 1 and season 2, I'm like, are they really showing this on television? Serving intoxicated patrons and failing to maintain accurate records of alcohol sales at Pump Lounge and Tom Tom Restaurant because they're too busy trying to film a show. Come on, Lisa. The suspension went into effect on March 8th and will remain in place until the issues are resolved. It's a major blow to Vanderpump and her husband, restaurateur Ken Todd, as the 95th Academy Awards are set to take place on Sunday. And both venues have been counting on the increased business that typically accompanies awards season in Hollywood. However, the recent suspension of the liquor licenses may significantly impact their ability to participate in the festivities. And they're literally filming right now. I mean, they're just doing pickup scenes. They don't necessarily have to film at the restaurant. But damn. A representative for the ABC said that the suspension of the liquor licenses is part of the agency's ongoing efforts to enforce laws related to the sale and service of alcohol and to protect the safety of the public. And I'm sure their restaurants being plastered all over the news. Literally, the New York Times is talking about this. Is a ding, 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 ding to the ABC. And they're like, okay, let's go over this. Let's make sure they're P's and Q's. They're so busy sleeping with each other. Let's make sure that they got their things together. You would think, though, at both those restaurants, those locations, that they would be going through all these things with a fine-tooth comb. But then again, after watching these seasons, I'm just sort of like, yeah, they're too busy focused on the drama. They're not focused on the restaurant. Just saying. I'm sure all of this will be resolved. These things happen all the time. Some restaurants either close, some restaurants lose their liquor license. I think Lisa will be fine. She's not new to this game. But I thought it was like, oh my gosh, when it rains, it pours. There's another thing. Guys, I had to give you a quick update. I'm not reporting on every single story that comes out just because I don't have the bandwidth. But I wanted to give you a quick update. Let me know your reaction to some of the news and some of the tea that you've been reading all weekend. Also, don't forget to take a break for your mental health. Just saying. Let's continue this conversation in the comment section. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
Ooh, you bring the lighter. I got the fuse. You make a fire, I'll ask you, follow my lead, just watch your shoes.